Syrian government forces are making gains in the battle against jihadist insurgents in the Damascus suburb of Eastern Ghouta. Dan Cohen brings us an update tonight.
2 weeks into the military operation to oust militants from Jaish al-Islam and Failaq al-Rahman from Eastern Ghouta, the Syrian army is making significant gains. Al-Masdar News reports that the Syrian army's Tiger Force division is now in control of half of the village of Beit Sawa. The report adds that the rest of Beit Sawa may fall to government forces within a matter of hours. This would allow Syrian forces to advance on nearby Masrata, thereby dividing insurgent-held Eastern Ghouta into separate enclaves. Reports say 800 people have died in the fighting in Eastern Ghouta since the beginning of the operation. However, this figure cannot be independently verified. Its source is the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, a pro-opposition organization run by one man in Coventry, England. Meanwhile, the UN human rights chief accused the Syrian government of planning to carry out an apocalypse against the Syrian people and called for its prosecution at the International Criminal Court.
This month, it is Eastern Ghouta, which is, in the words of the Secretary General, hell on earth. Next month, or the month after, it will be somewhere else where people face an apocalypse. An apocalypse intended, planned, and executed by individuals within the government, apparently with the full backing of some of their foreign supporters. It is urgent to reverse this catastrophic course and to refer Syria to the International Criminal Court.
The statement comes days after a 46-truck convoy organized by the UN, International Committee of the Red Cross, and Syrian Arab Red Crescent entered Eastern Ghouta to distribute food parcels and medical supplies. Meanwhile, the Russian Center for Reconciliation asked insurgents in Eastern Ghouta to allow civilians to flee the area. The military also offered safe passages for militants and their families, similar to the arrangement following the liberation of Aleppo in 2016, in which militants and their family members were allowed to keep light arms and boarded buses to Idlib province. With hundreds of thousands of civilians trapped in Eastern Ghouta amid heavy fighting, the end of the war can't come soon enough. In Washington, Dan Cohen, RT.